Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore. Tonight, bit of a stranger episode. Obviously wasn't feeling too good yesterday. Tonight we'll be finishing off last night's Baku race, and then we'll be rolling through into Miami and racing at Miami as well. So here we are then on lap 30. Got 21 laps to go, or 20 and a half laps to go after this. No, 21 and a half laps to go. We are on our second set of tyres, which we changed under a red flag, I think. Or did we actually pit? I can't remember whether we actually had a pit or a red flag. I think we pit. But we are in a decent position at the moment. As you can see, given our pace, I think we can do okay. Let's see if we can move Donna up a little bit more and see if we can sneak another point with Embry, who is tucked up behind Giovinazzi.
Recharge on.
We are just out of range of Max at the moment.
Let's try to take opportunity.
Might not be able to hold back Alex Albon here on those soft tyres. Embry, unfortunately, has also dropped out of range of Giovinazzi. Evening, George. Evening, Mr. Watter. Embry's been overtaken, so we'll put her into harvest mode.
Can use overtake.
We have been able to hold off Albon so far.
Recharge on.
And we are dropping off the back of the cars in front. Have to push here as well. We've killed the battery and Max has got us anyway, so maybe we can ride Max forward a little bit.
Charge on now, please.
We suggest a little bit more nitro.
You can see in the background, Albon did get in front of Donna.
And recharge off is okay.
Charge on.
A little concerned we are going to start dropping back. Embry has been dropped. She's under pressure from Joe. Evening, Victor. Donna is just about hanging on with Albon at the moment. The sooner we get those new wings on the car, the better. Reduce some of this ridiculous drag that we are carrying around. Is she driving in clean air? No, she's not. She's just got really no confidence at the moment. And Joe's got through, so again we'll go into harvest.
Let's have recharge.
Now we've got Yuki all over the back of us. Yeah, Donna is just bleeding confidence here as Yuki goes through. We're stuck in that vicious circle, vicious cycle of constantly losing pace, which hurts the confidence, which causes us to lose pace, which gets us overtaken, which loses confidence, which causes us to lose pace. Yeah, we can't go back any further now. As long as we can stay with, try and recoup a little bit.
And recharge on, recharge on.
So Embry's going to get DRS, and she's going to deny it to Albon. Donna, unfortunately, is not doing well.
Okay, to pick up the pace.
Now we really could do with a safety car. Give us a chance to bring them in for softs, try and improve our pace.
Ciao, John. We don't have enough battery.
Just about hanging on to Joe at the moment without having to push the car too hard. Nice stay close through here. Just close enough. I'm under pressure from Yuki. Donna is not closing at all. That damage to Schumacher. Yeah, Schumacher's missing pretty much his entire front wing. It's got a little bit left on either side. There you go, look. Mick obviously doesn't have any more wings. Just got to go for it and hope I can get back in range. Giovinazzi has dropped away. We are now losing the DRS because Joe has got a slipstream. Damn it, that means we're going to get nabbed by Yuki here.
If you can, push.
See if we can fight him off around the outside.
Overtake.
No, we got hit. God damn it. Never rains when it pours, and that's Embry's confidence utterly destroyed.
We've got a yellow flag here.
And front wing damage.
So here we go, heading into turn one. With not much room to move. And not just one
And that's
car
her fault.
involved in that.
We might get a penalty for that.
Can use overtake.
Reminder,
I'm going to box Donna.
where you can.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, no penalties. Thank you. Racing incident. I'm going to box Donna for new tyres. And I think I might have to do the same for Embry as well. Just so I can change that front wing.
And
We're going to lose so much cornering grip as a result of that damage.
Big lifts. Stay close.
So what started out as a promising race has kind of flipped from us a little bit, and now it's become a bit of a disaster again. Yeah, this weekend was always going to be a difficult one. I'm amazed we managed to get a point in the sprint, although that was mainly down to everyone else as being a complete lunatic. And we were there to just pick up the pieces. But it has not gone well for us in the main race itself. How you doing, Refill? At least Embry can't lose any more confidence now that with that overtake, which hasn't got any to start with.
And it's gonna be box, 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 box.
At this point, the best we can do is just hope for a safety car to close the field back up.
Save as much fuel.
Okay, and let's do a small lift off.
As we get to give our pit crew a little bit of practice. Oh, wow. Look at that. A 2.3 second stop. That is awesome. That might be point worthy. Where did that come from? You know what? I may just stick it out with Embry.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Because Giovinazzi is going slow. We'll see how much pace Don has got.
Drop down the plates now.
Because we do need a top 15 finish if we want to achieve our sponsor target. Let's see if she has got enough pace. We can get past Giovinazzi. That'll get her close to getting out of bad confidence again.
Let's lift off, please.
Let the tyres come back to you.
All right, we've got into DRS range. Can we stay here through the dodgy section of the track? Donna should theoretically be setting personal bests on this lap. There we go, she's gone purple in the first. Oh, can we sneak the fastest lap?
And recharge on. No need to push the tyres.
Purple in the middle sector. She might do this, you know. She might take the fastest lap. Evening, Dino.
That was a very good lap.
There we go. What did we do? 142.5. 4/10 quicker than Porsche's previous fastest lap. And I can push these tyres like this pretty much the whole stint, by the look of it.
Okay, charge on.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
How am I feeling better this evening? Yes, I am. These last few days, I've been feeling really worn out, energy-wise. Just sleeping's not been great, and it just hit me. This wave of tiredness hit me last night, and I just couldn't fight it off.
And overtake is available.
Ooh, excuse me. Just going to miss out on the DRS. Yeah, I think we'll try and tough it out with Embry. See if she can hold on. Confidence is slowly coming back. That overtake on Albon has helped. Giovinazzi pushed on the last lap. He's still pushing a little bit.
So recharge on.
And now it looks like he might possibly have backed off. Dono's flying right now. Cruising up to the back of Kevin Magnussen.
Recharge on. A little bit more Lyco, please.
I don't think points were really a serious prospect in this Grand Prix. Would have been nice, but yeah, we'll take what we can get. Oh, we've got a yellow flag.
Where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
It's not Donna. It's Stroll and Piastri, maybe?
Now that incident looks to involve Oscar Piastri. So this is what happened.
Yep, Stroll and Piastri.
And you can see how the cars come
disaster for Oscar. That was his fault as well. He squeezed Stroll off the track.
There's a car in the wall. There's lots of debris where the exit was. Let's have recharge on then, please.
And keep an eye on your battery. Charge on.
Recharge on. And you can push.
Feeling braver? Yes, I am feeling more rested today. Thank you. Right, can we rescue 17th place for Donna? Should be able to. We've got plenty of grip on these tyres. I don't think we've got enough pace to get back to Albon and Embry, although we are lapping considerably faster than them at the moment. Just think we're going to run out of laps. We're going to get past Giovinazzi. I have no doubt about that. It's just whether or not Albon then becomes an issue.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Just trying to save up a little bit of extra stuff to push. in the next lap or two. So I can try and break away from the pair of them.
Charge on. Lift off for the fuel.
Ah, crap. Albon got through while I was saving.
Drop the pace now, please.
Albon gets past Giovinazzi. We're in trouble.
Can we have recharge on, please? Press overtake.
Wow, yeah, the AI is just having push laps everywhere. Look, Magnussen suddenly pushed the pace. Albon got past Giovinazzi by pushing the pace. Giovinazzi was trying to respond. And we were just caught napping with both drivers there.
No more lift off required. We'll have to do anti-deploy where you can.
Ah, 144.2 for Magnussen. That's a second a lap faster than he's been doing.
And recharge on, recharge on. Overtake is available. Just be careful with this tyre.
I have to get the overtake done on this lap. Are we getting 2 races today? Kind of, yeah, we're getting the end of this race and then we're going to do Miami.
Six laps to go. Stay close.
Oh, come on.
Can use overtake.
God damn it, I'm stuck behind again. Donna's past Magnussen. Push on.
On click overtake, please.
Giovinazzi pushing to get onto Albon. That or Albon's dropped his pace again. It's going to make getting past Giovinazzi difficult. Oh.
And recharge on.
That's Donna. She's only 4.5 seconds behind us.
You can consider a little bit of anti-deploy where you can.
Yeah, Albon was slow now. Look at that, 146.4.
We think a little bit more Lyco will help.
Donna might be my best bet here. Oh, someone's hit the wall. That's not Donna. I heard that hit. I don't know who. Oh, there we go.
Oh dear, a crash.
Same
There's been a
Maloney.
crash. Let's have a look at that. Now with the Haas.
That's why I could hear it, because
And
we were just the
contact
other
with
side of
barrier.
that wall.
Now their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
And that's a safety car, and that, I think, might be it.
BSC deployed.
No, there's no point boxing. I don't know
Okay,
why.
drive to the Delta, drive to the Delta.
Won't be enough time to do anything other than stay ahead of Schumacher. I thought it was a full safety car. It's not. It's only a VSC. Which means we do still have a chance of getting through.
Let the tyres come back to you.
We have to protect those tires.
Definitely feeling that slight loss of aero on the front wing. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it's enough to just make it a little trickier through the corners. Porsche on for another podium. Max has got his way all the way up to 7th now. He has been pretty mighty on that set of tyres. Most softs have done him well.
Three laps to go.
There we go.
VSC ending.
Time to push on these tyres. And DRS has been enabled.
Push now, push now.
And overtake is available.
You've got everything, press on hold available.
All right, back in DRS range. Donna's closed by another second as well.
Two laps to go. So recharge on.
Come on, I just need one of them, but I'd like to get them both.
Cool the car. One more lap. Cool the car, please.
Yes! No! Yes! Oh dear.
Battery is high, you can use overtake if you need.
Come on, Donna. Hold.
Okay, charge on.
All right, 15th is potentially secure.
Lando Norris wins it. He's first over the line.
Lando, a country mile ahead of everybody else.
Press overtake.
Keep cooling the car.
There we go. 15th and 17th. I will take
Okay,
that.
take the flag.
I will take that. That could have been worse. It could have been better. At one point, it did look like we might have been in contention for a point.
Okay, that is.
But with the damaged engine for Donna, not doing her any favours, and then the loss of confidence of just going backwards, and Embry's plunk with Sonoda, who ended up finishing in 11th place. He had some real pace. You know, killing her confidence and damaging her front wing. You know, rescuing 15th and getting that sponsor goal achieved. Oh no, here was one in the 14th, but we got the finish position streak. That's okay. So we didn't get anything in qualifying. We didn't get that done. We didn't go for the fastest lap, which ironically we would actually have had.
Well, well, well. That seemed pretty horrendous for the Aston Martin.
Yeah, we'll skip that. We did manage to rescue at least the finish position streak. So confirmation of the final results of last night's race. Lando takes the win ahead of Ocon. 1-2 for McLaren. Porsche up 3 places to finish on the podium as well. Leclerc, the first Red Bull home, in 4th ahead of Stroll. Russell, Sainz. Verstappen in 8th ahead of Oscar, who hit the wall. And Behrman does get into the top 10 to take the final point ahead of Yuki Tsunoda and then Zhou Guanyu in the second Mercedes. Isaac dropped down into 13th, Albon in 14th, Donna in 15th with the fastest lap we won't get a point for. And then it's Giovinazzi, Embry, Magnussen, Mick and Maloney in the barrier. Driver standings look like this. After round 4, Leclerc goes top by 6 points from Max Verstappen. Théo Pourchaire in 3rd is now just 3 points away from Max after that podium position there. Plus the points from the sprint. Ocon is up 2 places into 4th. Norris is up 6 places into 5th. McLaren have come alive. Piastri drops down into 6th. Isaac losing 3 places into 7th. Good points for Stroll tonight, doubling his points tally up to 28. He's in 8th place ahead of Behrman and then Zhou. And then a bit further down, George Russell getting his first points of the season this weekend. He's up to 12th with 10 points. Then it's Magnussen, Giovinazzi, Sainz, Albon, Embry up 4 places with that point from the sprint ahead of Mick, Donna, Maloney and Carmen, who will not be scoring any points ever again in Formula One. Into the constructor standings, it is Red Bull top, 22 points earned tonight, but McLaren up 3 places, 57 points earned this weekend. They've had a mighty points haul, and they have closed the gap to 34 points for Red Bull. Haas in 3rd, get another good haul of points, and move ahead of Alfa Romeo, who only scored the 1. Ferrari in 5th, do jump above Mercedes. Decent points haul for Ferrari tonight. They're now 12 ahead of Mercedes. AlphaTauri with 14 points puts them into 7th. Williams are 8th. Alpine are 9th, and we are off the board, up and running with a point in 10th. Have a look at the pit stop competition. Did we get a fastest stop? Not a fastest stop, but it was 5th. It was pretty good. I mean, look at that time there. Lance Stroll's time 2 tenths quicker than everybody else. Then it was Red Bull second and third ahead of Mercedes. Then Donna in fifth, Mick in sixth, the two Ferraris in seventh and eighth, Alpine in ninth, and McLaren in 10th. So we move up a couple of places. We're now on 15 points in sixth place. We jump Alpine and Williams. Red Bull still top. AlphaTauri matching them for points this weekend. So the gap stays the same at 21 points. McLaren falling back quite dramatically, just 1 point earned this weekend. Ferrari closing the gap to them in fourth, Mercedes in fifth, also picking up a decent points haul. Now you see our stops, a 2.7, a 2.7, and then a 2.3. Very pleased with that. Driver report cards for the whole weekend across race and sprint. Donna with 7 successful overtakes, 9 failed, 29 successful defences, only 12 failed. That's pretty good. Embry, 6 and 13 going forward, not great numbers. 11 and 5 in defence, so not bad. Not bad. And still no running out for Anne, but we will put her in the car for Miami. As far as sponsorship goes, well, we saw all the objectives we've passed and failed. But we did get our finish position streak done, so that's an extra 262 grand. We make a couple hundred grand on what we would normally have done. So, yeah, not too bad. There is the rear wing. Let's immediately get that into production. I'm going to have to rush to get 2. Don't know if I'm going to get the front wings. Might have to. Yeah. Bugger. We'll do what we can. We're a day away from getting the underfloor and side pods out as well. Let's see, what else do we need? Race sim is now fully refurbed. Good. Front wing is done. Let's sort out what needs to be replaced. Rear wing. Let's put one of those on. Underfloor. Side pods are going to break. Going to need to make more side pods. Need more chassis and suspensions. Yeah, a lot of stuff is at risk of failing. Oh, come on. God damn it. Hopefully that's not going to stop me from being able to actually build the stuff that I need. Okay. Yeah, still shut down. But these are building. Is this still on fire? Have we somehow managed to avoid the fact that it was on fire and get the 2 wings out? I think we might have. Okay, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's see. Chassis number 3 is done. It just needs to be put into production, which we can't do right now. How much money have I got? 4.4 mils. Not enough to get the suspension simulator refurbed, I don't think. No, it's 7.6 million. Ooh, that is expensive. Alright, we just have to wait. There we go. Factory fire is now over, so we can now finally get stuff back into production. Yeah, we managed to somehow sneak some parts in before we were cleared to go back in. Let's get these new chassis done. And new side pods. And the new underfloor as well. There we go, we are out of money. 296 grand left. It's not a lot. Still need to get these refurbed as well. What did the board think of us getting a point? Not a lot. Oh dear. Right. At least we will have new parts. I'll have a new rear wing for each car. And I'll probably only put a front wing on one car. Just because I won't have a spare. What's the weather going to be like? Wet on Saturday, dry on the Sunday. Wet practice as well. Ugh. Okay. Got some scouting back. Have a look. Juno is an engineer. Oh, she's a driver, isn't she? So she is 21 years old. And she's got a lot of really bad stats there. Control 63, smoothness 55, defending 62. Yeah. Okay. Who else do we see? Have a look at Safia Ahmad. Not great in braking or reactions or accuracy or control. Ouch. She's 25, so yeah, no, she's done. No, she's done. She's not going to make the grid. There is no one else to really look at, is there, that we haven't already looked at? Alright, let's check contracts on those. A lot of time remaining on them. Dan Fallows, it's going to cost me 3 mil to break his contract. Want to bring in Diana, but just don't have the funds to do it really at the moment. It's going to put us back in debt again. And given that we're already on thin ice with the board, the last thing I want to do is aggravate them anymore. All right. Is there anything worth scouting? Well, let's try and are we out of scout? Yeah, we're out of scouts. Let's try and snipe somebody from a top team if we can. Right, so let's get the car set up. First thing we need to do is put on the new front wing. We're going to give it to Donna. And we're going to give her the new rear wing as well. And let's see what difference that makes. Wow, look at that. Look at the difference those two wings have made to our car. We've gone from 18th to 6th in speed. DRS is now the best on the grid. Low speed, best on the grid. 5th and 6th in the medium and high speed. Dirty Air is now 3rd on the grid. Even the brake cooling's gone up 4 ranks as well. That's the actual difference. Small numbers when you look at it this way. Yeah, we've gained 0.19 kilometers an hour, and that was enough to go from 18th to 6th in speed. The RS has gained quite nicely, 1.7%. Low speed, we've gained very little, 0.007 G, and that was enough to go from 9th to 1st. Medium speed, we've gained 5 places. High speed, we gained 10 places. Yeah, that's not too bad for that in terms of the gain there. Dirty Air is very nice, 4.5% gain, and that's gone from 20th to 3rd. But you can see how just a few percentage points has made all the difference in terms of the rankings. It does also mean that maybe we're not going to get the massive improvement that I was hoping for in terms of pace, because of those small margins pushing us up so much. But it does mean that, you know, we have got a better car than quite a few of our competitors, which should hopefully count for something. Let's set some targets. We're going to be a little bit more optimistic. We're going to go 1 in the top 12. Still want to hold off on the other car because not 100% certain we can get them both through, but we'll try. 1 in Q2, I'd rather get the guaranteed money than not get any money at all, or even lose money. Let's see, what do we want to do? Finish position 1, I think we can get 1 in the top 12 finishing position there. A new finish streak, 1 in the top 15 for 2 races. Quali, I'm going to go 1 in the top 12, 5 races. We still have more parts to come for the next Grand Prix, so I don't want to overdo it. Let me just actually shorten that streak down. Let's go 3 races. So that once we've got the new parts on the car, we know what our pace is going to be, then we can look at being a little bit more adventurous with those targets. And let's head to Miami.
Once again, we touch down in Miami as F1 returns to the Magic City. Miami Gardens is transformed into the Miami International Autodrome, built here especially for the Grand Prix. It's a thrilling street circuit where one wrong move can end in disaster, but for those who can conquer its literal ups and downs, victory is all the sweeter. Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory. Aston Martin's team principal is bound to be a bit nervous during this race after the board's recent worries as to the team's direction. Let's get on with the weekend.
Board just needs to keep faith. I will deliver. Just might take me a little longer than I'd hoped. Right, we are putting Anne in the car. But we're going to put her in Embry's car. I don't want her to break the new front wing before we even get a spare. Yeah, we're not going to swap any parts over. Don't have any practice parts for her yet. We do have a practice gearbox. There we go. As always, we're going to run an untested setup and see what we can do. Got potential for light rain in this session. We are going to go with soft tires in this, I think. And again, let's see what Anne can do.
You is good? You can hear me, yeah?
We won't have the other rear wing until Saturday practice. And we'll have a spare front wing for Donna at the same time there. Comparing Miami to Suzuka, insulting to Suzuka. Yeah, I mean it's got some nice flowing corners, and you can see what they mean by that first sector being a little reminiscent of the Senna S's, but yeah, it's a little insulting to a classic circuit. I like to think of it more of, rather than a direct comparison, I'd like to think of it as an homage to. Alright, setup is bad. What is it? 46%. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Let's have a look at the weather details. It is going to be a little wet. Still waiting on that little bit of feedback from Anne. Come on, pop it now before you get past the line. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Too late. Also rough. Okay. Let's go with a 12. I'll go with, well, let's have a look at this first of all. I'll go with a 1.9. Push that up to a 7. Or maybe not. Oh. It's going to have to be a 2.8. No, it's going to have to be a 1.9. I'm going to have to push. Oh, wow. Maybe it's a third. It's got to be a 13 then. I'm going to go with that. See how that does. One of your main bugbears with the US circuits, they copy from other tracks rather than trying to do their own thing. It's not the US circuits, it's Herman Tilke. He designs almost all the circuits. And he doesn't necessarily copy from just from other circuits. He copies from things that he's done before. So you see Tilkerisms in all of his circuits. The most famous is Turn 8 in Istanbul. That 4 apex corner. You see that pop up. You saw it in Sochi. You also see it in was it Sochi? Might have been somewhere else. You see it definitely see it in Kota. But I mean, Kota does its own thing as well. I mean, going up that huge hill, that is unique. Try that. I don't know why they don't get more input from drivers. I mean, they're the ones who are going to be driving the damn things. No, it was Sochi that I was thinking of, I think. Let's see, are we full full inters? Yes, we are. That should clear the track out for us for a little bit, at any rate. Everyone's staying out there. There we go, Isaac boxes.
What was the balance, please?
83%, definite improvement. All right, okay, so that has to be a 2.8. And everything else kind of falls into place. Let's go with that. See how we do with that.
How's the balance? How's balance?
A little disappointing. I was hoping it would be a little better than that. Ah, we went the wrong way with the rear wing, that's why. Okay, so... Try that. I've got to change the tyres. We should get full feedback from Donna, but I don't think we will from Anne. Well, we might not get full feedback from Donna after all, but we should get pretty close.
Okay, we take the flag.
Oh, there we go. We just
Everything
snuck it in. 95%. Okay, a little bit of tweaking needed. We got 4 out of 5 with Anne as well. I thought we might only get 3 out of 5. I'll take that. Just going to go with that. Embry's in the car now. That's very close. It's very close. We are going to have weather issues again, I would imagine. Let's have a look.
Green.
Yep, we'll see if we can tough this one out.
Confirm, we have more rain around.
Hoping for big things from the new rear wing for,
So this is the
for
rain
Embry.
that we expected. It should be steady and light at this level.
At least the race itself is going to be dry. So we'll be able to take advantage of that improved DRS. And the reduced drag should give us a little bit more speed and ease of overtaking as well. Well, there we go. Perfect. Donna is at 100%. $96. Close. Very close. Going to run it for the whole session. Assuming that we make it through the whole session. Definitely going to get wetter. Going to be crawling around the track when we hit the 6:10 point. And there's everyone feeding back into the pits now that the track's drying up. Meanwhile, we keep pookling along.
How's the track?
Right, that weather spike was nowhere near as severe as our initial predictions, so yeah, Weather Centre definitely is going to need a bit of a refurb soon, as we're getting bad information.
Unconfirmed, rain, stop.
Well, an excellent run for Embry there. Got her up to over 60% on track knowledge. The car is close. Just need to find a little bit. She will have the new rear wing now. Let's get that installed. There we go. Big gains. What do we need to tweak? 4%. Okay, so don't think that'll be it, but I am curious if that will do it. That might be the way to go. We'll try that. Going to get heavier rain, so we'll try and see what we can do on the mediums, but we may well have to box onto full wets. If the prediction is what it is. We don't need anywhere near that much fuel. Only needs 18 to 20 laps. Yep, let's send them out.
Track should be green now.
See if we can tough out the weather. Did I get it right? Please tell me I got it right. Yes, there we go.
How's the balance? How's the balance?
Who needs the book? There we go, Donna is done. Embry's not too far off either. And there's practice done. Now we just need to see if we can capitalise on qualifying a little bit. And based on how we do tonight in the race, if we've got good pace, what I might do going forward, at least for the next couple of races, is not counting Monaco, but for for Spain and Montreal, I might just skip qualifying, start at the back to protect our drivers' confidence levels and hopefully give them good confidence boosts by being able to get some good early overtakes in and do position gains to challenges to offset the lack of income from sponsor goals on qualifying. We'll see what the pace is like in this race. Imola will also help form a decision on that. Obviously, we'll do normal qualifying at Monaco because it's Monaco, and overtaking is a nightmare. But both drivers nicely in the high confidence tonight as their starting confidence level. That's good. See how we do in the knockouts.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
The Miami International Autodrome has some lovely long straights, but a driver still needs to have total trust in their car setup to get a fast qualifying lap. Turns 14 and 15 in particular are the ones that catch the drivers out in qualifying.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They must be feeling good after their fast lap times in practice. Confidence can do great things for a driver, so I'm excited to see how they handle qualifying.
Well, we're certainly ready in the commentary box. The drivers are getting ready down in the pit lane, and it's time for qualifying.
We're going to be starting on Inters tonight. We are going to put a new engine in the car for Connor tonight. Let's see. We'll do the same with Embry as well. There we go.
Green. And we work on front tires.
You can bring the tyre in.
So, looking at that, this first run could determine who gets through, who goes out. Because the track, well, assuming that our information is correct, track's going to obviously get wetter. But then, as it starts to dry up again, it will still be damp, more water on the track than there is right now, according to that prediction. Of course, we have a dodgy weather centre, so we'll have to keep an eye on the actual track water level, but yeah, this could be everything, this run here. Just makes me wish I'd kind of gone with a 2-lap run, but never mind. Everybody's out there. Stroll's going to get a bit of a slipstream from the Baku. There's a little bit of a gap between Embry and the Haas behind. I'm not sure which Haas it is.
Charge off, let's go now.
Maloney. So Maloney won't get a benefit.
In front, that will back you up.
Track water level is slowly creeping up, so theoretically we've got the track in the best condition of the whole field, us and Stroll. Everyone else will have a slightly wetter track all the way around than we are having. theoretically. There you see Yuki going, Stroll going purple in the first sector. What's the difference? Minimal in the first sector. Minimal in the middle sector. I think it's not Stroll. I think it's Maloney who's going purple.
So that's currently P2. But anyway, it was a good lap, mate. Take it easy in your in lap.
No, Maloney was slower than Donna.
Okay, mate, this is currently P5.
Have we done enough? We are dropping like a stone. Oh dear. Well, bad lap for Porsche. Donna is through at the moment. And now the track is getting very wet. We'll prep them for another run and see if we can improve.
We need good work on brakes and tires on your way out.
Neither of our drivers is a particularly stellar wet weather skill, unfortunately. But luckily that only really kicks in when you've got changing conditions. So when, you know, the track is getting wet quickly or drying up quickly, that's about the only, or when you're just outside of the operating sort of range of the tyres, that's when that skill really kicks in. So if it stays fairly consistent like it is right now, shouldn't really be too much of a detriment. But of course, with the water level a little bit higher than when we did our run, we might not be able to improve. see how we do on the splits. Is anyone else improving? Let's have a look. Pourchaire's improving. No surprise there. I was surprised to see him slowest. No one else is improving though. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Both of our drivers have found a little bit in the first sector. Can we find a little bit more? No improvement in the middle. Some back markers in the way. Pourchaire's up to 10th. Push Donna down. Can she find enough to get through? No, she can't. And neither can Embry. So,
In P16.
that is depressing. New wings, and we are still out. That's really depressing. Maybe we're just not suited to the wet. I don't know. Yeah, we're out. That sucks. I was looking forward to seeing us being more competitive. And we just aren't. Maybe we'll go better in the dry. I hope we go better in the dry, because that's more money we just lost. Max takes pole. Look at the difference in time. That first session was the only one that was wet.
The time has almost come for our drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel. Race day has arrived.
The Miami Grand Prix arrived onto the calendar in 2022 with much fanfare, and F1 history is still very much being written here. Drivers have to take chances around the street circuit and hope those chances turn into victory.
Now, Karun, how do you think Aston Martin's driver is going to be feeling ahead of this race?
I don't think there can be any real complaints over their performance so far. They know what's expected of them, and they're making sure to deliver.
The Autodrome is ready for some serious action today here at the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, Karun, you're so full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Right. Can we do better? Predicted weather, light rain. What? We're not supposed to have any rain in the race. Didn't mean to do that. Let's try that. Okay. 16th and 19th. Now we actually get to see what our DRS actually gives us, because we didn't get to use it in qualifying. Can we move forward?
57 laps await our competitors here in Miami, so may the best driver win. And here's George Russell settling in for the race.
Starting P12 and probably starting to question what they can get out of this one. How much ground can they make up?
Right, let's get to it then. Here we go with the
Can we make
Miami
up more
Grand
positions
Prix.
than George makes up? I hope so.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Your race is now.
Oops, no, wrong. No, there we go.
Keep cooling the car.
Whoa. That was a bit weird. But we did get what I was hoping to do, which was pass Magnussen.
Chardion.
Recharge on.
Need to drop the pace.
You want to manage our tyre budget.
Embry drops down into last place. Not ideal. But given that we turned the battery off, not that surprising.
Overtake available.
Can use overtake.
Possibly got a run here on Albon.
Cool the car, please.
DRS has been enabled.
There we go. Donna up into 14th place and into peak confidence. Embry has got past Joe. Pushing onto Maloney.
Cool the car.
And look at that. That is George Russell. And we have a run on him.
Cool the car.
Good stuff. We are still, unfortunately though, stuck behind Maloney.
And recharge on now is okay. No need to push the tyres.
So car's looking a little bit racy in full dry conditions, at least in Donna's hands, with that extra boost from the front wing. Embry is struggling a little bit to move forward, but she's stuck in a train at the moment, which is going to make things tricky without battery deployment. Which is why we've got them in charge to try and gain some more places. My hope is that I can keep Donna's confidence really high, like it is right now, until her first pit stop.
Charge on.
Might be a little tricky, being dropped. Push her pace a little bit more. George may come back through. And he does, so we'll tuck back in behind George.
Okay, charge on.
Recharge on. If you can, push.
Charge on. You can keep the pace up on this compound. You can press overtake where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
There we go, back in front of Sainz.
On charge on.
Whole field is still almost entirely one long train. A couple of little breakaways. Max and Tsunoda at the front have broken away a little bit from Norris. Everyone else is there or thereabouts in that 1 second range. And Norris just looks like he's trying to push on to the back of Yuki, bringing that gap back down again. So the whole field's going to snake up again pretty soon. Right, Embry is in danger of getting dropped here, so we want to see if we can punch her through these two medium runners.
Is available.
Give her
Stay
everything
close.
she's got. Yeah, boxed in Maloney. Past Giovinazzi. And I've got no battery left. Maybe I can sprint enough in the first part of the lap.
John.
See if we can't get back onto the two Williams drivers of Albon and Magnussen. Who got the DRS? We did. Excellent. But we got overtaken by Albon. And there we see Plum has just about, or had just about caught up to the Williams, but is now out of battery again. At the very least we did break away from the cars behind.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Charge on. Charge on.
Yeah, confidence is still really good. Embry's in peak. It doesn't have the slipstream or the DRS to close the gap, unfortunately. Oh, has Russell been dropped? I think he has.
Okay, keep cooling the car now. Charge on.
Right, let's see. Looking to box lap 14 with Embry. Yep, that's about right.
Let's try to take opportunity.
So far, Russell has gone back a place and we have gained 2 places with Donna. 3 places with, no, 2 places with Embry as well.
Only can use the deploy.
Thought George was going to move out the way for us for a second then.
We need a bit of recharge of the battery.
We're really well positioned. And this is kind of encouraging to see how well Donna can do in this race compared to the previous one. She's doing better than Embry, but Embry doesn't have that front wing, and I think, excuse me. I think that is making a definite difference in terms of cutting through the traffic a little bit. Being able to follow through the corners as well. So I'm encouraged by the performance of Donna as a benchmark for what Embry might be able to achieve in the next Grand Prix. And who knows, we might even have the new chassis, etc.
We do need a little bit of
New side pods in time for that Grand Prix as well. Certainly for one of the cars, maybe both. Definitely pushing the tyres harder than everyone else, apart from Mick and Magnussen. Got a few soft runners that are looking like they might try one stop this. Compared to, when you compare their wear rates to the mediums, I'm looking at like Stenoda as a possible one stop here.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Embry's pit window is open. It'll open up for Donna on the next lap.
Okay, we need some deploy.
Missed the DRS, but got enough of a launch to avoid being nabbed by Russell.
Keep cooling the car.
This should set us up nicely for an overtake on Sainz on the back straight.
And recharge on.
On click overtake this.
There we go. Up to 12.
Okay, keep an eye on your battery. Charge on.
Try and pick our way through Joe and them.
Gonna box a lap early.
And confirming boxes lap.
Box.
Potentially got a big enough gap to try and double stop, but it's always a risk. What's the gap? 7 seconds. Yeah, we'll tough it out. Another lap with Donna.
Pierre-John. Need to drop the pace.
Try and get some battery back in her car before she stops.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
So then, first stop. Chance for a little bit of an undercut here. Slow, get the front right off. Not great. That's cost us 2 seconds. A little mistake.
Clear at exit. And recharge on.
At least we kept Russell behind. I was worried he might lunge on us. But he didn't. Let's hope for a smoother stop here. No, it's the front left this time. God damn it. Didn't lose quite as much time, but still lost enough.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit. We look after the tires.
And overtake is available.
Right, so question now is what kind of times can we do in clean air before everyone else can get off their tyres? And have those bad pit stops killed any undercut chance that we might have had? Magnussen's in.
You've got everything, press on hold available.
All right, we're only just in front of Magnussen. We were much further ahead of him, but obviously the slow pit stop has hurt us there. Yeah, Schumacher's boxing.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Going to come out behind Schumacher, I think.
And keep an eye on the battery.
Yeah, a few seconds
Just
behind
keep
him.
looking after your tires. And keep up a bit of window for
Just
fuel,
behind
please.
Joe. So, yeah, Embry suffering as well as a result of her bluffed pit stop.
Recharge on.
So both Joe and Magnussen and Schumacher have all gone on to softs. Interesting. Are they going to go mediums or hards at the end? All right, here we go. Russell and Albon into the pits. It's a good stop for Russell. Soft tyres. Didn't see what Russell put on. He's put on mediums. And we do just get out in front of him. That was important.
Press overtake.
Joe trying to pull a gap. Let's make sure he doesn't. We're holding off Kevin for now. Two Red Bulls are in. At least there wasn't a delay for Leclerc, who gets held as Stroll boxes. So we lost another second or so there.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Should we get out in front of Sainz? Magnussen uses those soft tyres to get past. Can we at least stay ahead of George? I think I said finish in the top 12, didn't I? Yes, I did. Well, we're comfortably on for the position game with Embry, but we are struggling a little bit with with Dono, but we're struggling a little bit with Embry.
Charge on and box now.
Ocon gets out and nearly gets clipped by both of the AlphaTauris there.
Overtake available.
Recharge on.
Seem to be struggling a little bit on these tyres.
And recharge on.
Norris and Hajar hit the pits. Yeah, Russell's got past Magnussen now.
Charge on, charge on. Charge on. We don't have enough battery. We're happy to stay where we are. Or we can cancel liftoff. And you can pick up the pace.
Did we get back in range?
Can
No,
you press
we
the
didn't.
button to discharge your battery a little bit? Charge on.
Yeah, Embry's pace is not good. Maybe we flattered to deceive a little bit because we were on soft and we were pushing them. I really hope that's not the case. Oscar and Sonoda hit the pits. Oh yeah, we're just... There's no pace.
Time to push on these tyres.
Drop down the plates now.
Unless we push the tyres, there doesn't appear to be any actual pace.
We need a little bit more liftoff if you can, please. We need a little bit more.
And save fuel from now, please. Save fuel from now.
See if we can stay close now. We've turned Donna's tyres down again. Porsche and Behrman coming in. Let's have a little spy on Alfa Romeo's pit stops. Problem for them. Big problem for Behrman there. It's dropped him all the way down to 18th. Oh, we got lunged by Joe. No, by Sainz, sorry. We've got Joe behind on softs. And we're in a dangerous position now because we're going to start losing. Oh, we got pushed off.
Here we are then looking at turn
Sainz
12.
put us in the wall.
The gap opens up for them. And up into 14th they go. Let's take a closer look. Right, we're at turn 14 here.
No, that might be
There's
Donna's
the
fault.
contact. Now, I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
God damn it. That's my new front wing
And for the- Now,
destroyed.
I think this, yes, it's Carlos Sainz.
We see it from a better angle, maybe.
Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. Pushing a bit too hard at this point. Oh, and the car's there, unable to keep...
Not really. And zero confidence. God damn. She has to box. I'm waiting to see if she's going to get a penalty. I also need to change the strategy. No penalties given.
And it's box, 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 box. We have margin to push a bit more. We can still do it. Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
This season is proving to be a ridiculously difficult challenge. And it's not so much the fact that the car's bad or the drivers aren't great. It's the fact that the board is expecting so much that we're already in jeopardy. And we've only done 4 races. Alright, not bad
Track will be clear.
for a wing change.
Just manage your tires, please. Charge on.
And there's no pace for Embry at all. I wonder. That might be a better idea.
%100% pace.
So much for our position gain. We're going to lose money again. There isn't really anything I can do either. I just have to ride this this out until our drivers start performing. I am concerned by the number of mistakes we are making, considering our drivers' ratings are both in the 90s for control. Far too many mistakes. And it's the confidence losses that keep killing us more than anything. On the upside, things can only get better. Well, yes, in theory. But no, things can get worse. We can end up smashing up, parts to the point where we have to do emergency manufacturing. We can have to buy new engine components to destroy our development budget. Things can get worse than this. But the sheer number of mistakes that we've made so far for drivers that have got very high control ratings just doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel like the control stat's working the way it's supposed to. Things were really cooking for Donna in that first stint. And then we changed the tyres and it all went to shit. And now her confidence is so low, it's going to take her an eternity to get anywhere near Maloney. 24 seconds off.
We have to protect those tyres.
And Embry's pace is non-existent right now. Even on full push, she's barely closing or pulling away from the car in front and behind. What makes this so tough as well is that it's not like season 1 of hardcore, where the field was so spaced out. So you could make big gains if you could get really good parts onto your car. You could find quite a lot of performance in comparison to the cars that you were normally fighting with. With the field so much more compact, those gains are much less significant. So you can jump a load of places in the rankings like we did with those 2 new wings for Donna's car. But in reality, the ranks don't mean that much anymore, because the field is much, much tighter together than season 1. So when you then have drivers that are the slowest drivers on the grid, you can't offset their lack of pace by having a car that's way more powerful than the cars that you're fighting with. And that's why we're seeing disappointing pace from Embry at the moment, because her cornering and braking stats just aren't good enough at the moment. Now that we've got the race sim fully upgraded again, or fully refurbed and back up to maximum level, we should hopefully start to see some improvement on those stats over the next few months. But I think if we can get through this year without getting fired, next year we could have a decent year. But this year's going to be a write-off in terms of anything significant. We're certainly not going to be doing the three-peat and getting drivers and constructors championships in the third successive season, but with a third separate team. That ain't happening this year. Dono is slowly closing away, chipping away at Maloney. Embry is slowly chipping away at Giovinazzi. I wonder. Would it be better to just go soft with her? We've got the tyres. Yeah, it would. We'll do that then. I've been holding off doing a suspension as well, which we really need to do, simply because the suspension simulator is in such rough condition right now. Maybe we just need to go fuck it and build the suspension.
Box now.
Head down now.
Not a bad lap from Embry. So, yeah, we're going to struggle to get anything out of this Grand Prix, despite the new engines and the new gearbox in Embry's car, simply because we're going to have to make another 2 stops. Donna's confidence is still in the very low category right now. And she is closing in. Quickest car on track right now on the last lap. No, not quite. Porsche was quicker. And so was Sonoda and Russell and Joe. All right, and Behrman, not the quickest car on track, but a quick car on track in the top 5 or 6. This lap she should be setting very good sectors. She's gone purple and green. Those two will give her a boost. There we go, it's a decent stop.
Clear at exit.
I might get her out in front of Dono at this rate.
Keep an eye on your battery.
It is.
Very good lap.
There we go, fastest lap at 1:30.0. She's only just quicker than Oscar's lap.
Drop the pace now, please. Bit of lift off.
Just be careful with this tyre.
So the question now is, what kind of pace can Embry do? on this tyre with a nice little grip offset against the cars in front, everybody is going to have to stop one more time, including Embry.
Charge on. Manage your tires.
We're not losing out massively as far as car park development goes, with the CFD simulator being, slightly worn, but the suspension simulator will definitely be hurting. And it's so damned expensive to fix as well. Even a crap part is better than no part at all. So we'll get a suspension going after this Grand Prix. Have that for Barcelona, hopefully. No, not Barcelona. Probably not Montreal either. Maybe Silverstone. Still in low confidence. Oof. Yeah, not great stats.
We need to push.
Let's go for a fastest lap with Embry. She's got higher confidence, fresher tyres. See if she can beat it. But this is what I mean about our drivers not having good enough stats. Look at Embry's cornering stats. She's got a +3 boost and it's only 75. So her baseline cornering is only 72. That is really not good. Really not good. That's where we're dropping all the time with her. Joe is in. And that's him to the end now on those mediums.
Okay, mate, that is the fastest lap.
I'm surprised she's not like Oscar and smashing into walls with those stats. Well, no, I mean, this is the thing. She's got a control like 92, I think. I think it's like 96 for Donna. Or 90, 93, something like that. But both of the drivers' confidence control stats are in the 90s. So they should be making less mistakes. But that doesn't seem to be the case, unfortunately.
We want a little bit of Lyco.
129.5. That's half a second quicker than Donna's fastest lap.
Let the tyres come back to you.
And we have margin to push a little bit more on the tires.
And if we kept pushing, we could probably have gone quicker on this lap as well, but we wouldn't have had enough battery for a full lap. So 1.6 seconds quicker than Maloney on that lap. How far behind are we? 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds. We are eating into the gap. More time we can make up before everyone boxes, the less we'll have to make up when we hit the box again. Donna is 20 seconds behind, so she's gained about 5 seconds on the gap that she had, but again, she's just struggling to get her stats up. They are slowly improving. Confidence is slowly gaining. Need to get that engineer-driver relationship up as quick as we can. Maybe I need to boost the refurb the memorabilia room to boost the morale of the drivers. Hopefully that will improve their affiliation rate. Albon's in. We should come out in front of Albon, but obviously he will catch us up again at some point. It is a bad stop. That helps. Counteracts the sticky wheel nut that we had with both of our, well, stuck wheels that we had with both of our drivers. Donna's not close enough to be able to get the benefit of a slipstream, unfortunately. See if I can close her up before Albon's tyres warm up. Evening, Anthony. Russell boxes from 11th.
Pace.
Ciao, John.
Got that just behind him. And he's on softs to the end. We're not going to beat him tonight, but if I can just stay close enough, I can try and get a period of charging up behind him. Or maybe even get a confidence boost for overtaking him. Yeah, fuck it, let's go for the confidence boost.
Can use overtake.
need to drop the pace. I'm really sorry, we need a bit of lift off where you can.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Donna's just running out of steam now.
Let's have recharge on then, please. We want to manage our tyre budget.
You're out night fishing. Ah, I could catch something other than a cold.
Let's try to get in.
Alright, we finally got her into medium.
On the bit of lift off where you can, it should help you. Box, box.
Stay close.
I misread that at first. I thought you said you lost a cap.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Alright, another stop for Donna. Can we get a good stop this time? He's at a stuck wheel, a wing change. Can we actually get a decent stop this time? Yes, we can. 2.3 seconds. That should be good enough for points again.
Track will be clear.
Right. Now, can we get a safety car to help us out?
Just keep looking after your tires. We will not need lift off. Charge on.
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
There goes our fastest lap. 1:29.4. It's only a tenth quicker than we did. I think we can beat that again.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Start preparing for that fastest lap attempt.
Boxes lap.
Look after the tires.
Do not want to get overtaken by them in the sides. I know that they're closing in because they're on fresh tyres now. That's why I'm boxing a lap or two earlier than planned. I don't want to lose all that confidence we've had to claw back. Anyone yet to stop? Maloney is yet to stop. And he is only 5.5 seconds ahead of us. Probably going to box this lap. New fastest lap for Stroll, 129.4. Fractionally quicker than Russell. Maloney's in. He has a rough stop and we have a good stop. We can close that gap down. He did have a rough stop. Ah, we jumped him in the pits. We didn't have a stellar stop, 2.7, but he had a horrible stop.
It's the Haas making the stop. Oh, but they have trouble releasing the car.
Excellent stuff.
Recharge on.
Let's lift off, please. Let's go for a push.
New fastest lap for Oscar, 129.1. That's quick.
Push now.
That was a very good lap.
Donna sets a new fastest lap without really trying for it. Yellow flag.
2 cars out, a lot of debris.
That's Sonoda, and who's he hit? Who has Yuki hit? Has he hit his teammate? No, he hasn't hit his teammate. He's hit Stroll.
not much that the team can do about it.
Hashtag Yuki things.
Charge on now, please.
I am going to give the fastest lap to
So recharge on.
Maloney here, so I'm going to back out.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Stroll got the penalty. Wow, didn't expect that.
Let's see what happened there. Now this happened.
5-second penalty for Stroll.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Give us more lift off, please.
Go Maloney with the 128.8. Now we're going to try and beat that. Damn it. Blocking us. Again he blocks us.
Okay, mate, that is the fastest lap.
Got the fastest lap back. And got the position back.
Recharge on. Big lifts.
Drop down the plates now.
And recharge on. We suggest a little bit more Lyco.
We've got a chance of getting back onto the two Williams drivers, I think. Oh yeah, we should do. Don't know if we can get onto Sainz and Giovinazzi. Maybe. Maybe I can still get a car in the top 15.
save as much fuel. If you can, push. And recharge on is okay, please.
Yeah, not a quick enough lap time from Maloney there. Have to see if we can push past him. Which we can do, it's just whether we can break away from him.
Overtake is available.
Yeah, I was waiting for that move. Who got the DRS? We did. Beautiful. Right, chance now. We can break hard in this first sector. Crucial corner here. Get the launch. Didn't pull enough of a gap really. Pulled a little bit. That's going to get eaten up by the DRS. Got to go really hard through the freeway here. This is where we need to brake. So far so good. A little bit more needed. There we go. I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh God, his rear wing's open, isn't it? It is. Jesus. He's not close enough here. Have we got enough battery to keep the 1 second? Maybe. Yes, we did that time. So now we have the chance to actually break away. And within 2 seconds of the two Williams cars, Giovinazzi's only another 2.5 seconds further ahead of them. He's on soft as well, but they're older softs. Might have a chance.
And overtake is available. And we can have recharge on, please. We want to manage our tyre budget. recharge on now is okay, please.
Right. So with these two squabbling, should be able to sit behind them for a lap, charge up, and then try and blast past them again.
No need to push the tyres.
Take the temperature out of them.
We don't want to overcook the tyres.
We need to push.
Six laps to go. Time to push on these tyres.
Battery is on the low side.
Press overtake.
I didn't get the DRS.
So, recharge on.
Maloney's closing as well. Right, we've got the DRS and slipstream. Wasn't quick enough there. Here comes Maloney.
Reminder a little bit of lift off where you can.
Snuck up the inside. Can we hold the position? Should be able to with the amount of grip we've got. There we go. Now we get to tuck in, get the slipstream and the DRS. See Maloney trying to break through there.
Through Albon ahead. Four laps to go.
Assuming get after Giovinazzi. Just going to get Donna to bring the car home.
Those tires.
little bit more like her.
There we go, we're away. And we are close to Giovinazzi. Tyres are a lot more even now that we've pushed them this hard.
3 laps to go. Can use overtake.
And recharge on, recharge on.
We think a little bit more like her. Recharge on.
I think we're going to be close enough to get the DRS here. Yes, we are.
And recharge on. A little bit more like her, please.
She's in driving clean air. I didn't even realise. I wondered. I thought, no, she's not still in that. I thought she was taking some strange lines.
Overtake is available. Recharge on.
And save fuel from now, please, save fuel from now.
Still got another lap to go. Thought we were on the final lap.
Let the tyres come back to you.
This is the last lap. Stay close.
Right, we're going to dump the battery coming out of the underpass.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
There we go, good girl. Got the inside line, dump the last of the battery. And there we go. 15th. Actually managed to recover 15th. So we did beat George in the position gained. Embry gaining 4 places, Russell going backwards 1. Unfortunately, Donna went backwards more than that. She went back 4. So, yeah, mixed bag. At least we didn't destroy any powertrain units, but yeah, the pace just isn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be.
Well, well, well. That seemed pretty horrendous for the Aston Martin driver.
I'll get bent. Confirmation of the final result then. It is another win for Max, ahead of Lando and Ocon. Another double podium for McLaren. They're starting to cook pretty strongly at the moment. Oscar up 3 places to finish in 4th. Isaac in 5th. Leclerc down in 6th. Porsche down in 7th place. Not a great race for Teo. Zhou, look at that, up 12 places to finish in 8th ahead of Schumacher. And Behrman again, just sneaking into the top 10. Tsunoda finishes 11th ahead of Stroll, who had that 5-second penalty, which relegated him down. Did it drop him out of the points? Yes, it did. Just. Then it's George, Carlos, Embry, Giovinazzi, Albon, Maloney, Magnussen, and Donna, a very distant last place. We did get the fastest lap. Might get some money for that. There we see the drivers' standings. Max retakes the top of the drivers' standings ahead of Charles Leclerc. The gap's up to 12 points. Porsche in 3rd is now under pressure from Esteban Ocon, who is level on points, and Lando is just a further point behind, in very tight for 3rd already. Oscar is in 6th place ahead of Isaac. Then it's Lance in 8th. No points for him tonight. Zhou moves up a place and within 4 of Stroll as he overtakes Behrman. Bottom half of the standings, no changes apart from Mick jumping above Embry up into 17th place with 2 points. And not another race that wasn't all that good for us. But let's see what's happened to the constructors. Red Bull stretched their lead by a point over McLaren, so they are now 35 points clear. Alfa Romeo move above Haas, they're 4 points ahead of them. Big points for Ferrari, they're now within 3 points of Haas, and 20 points clear now of Mercedes. AlphaTauri pick up another couple of points. Williams stay on 12, Alpine stay on 12, we stay on 1. Did we get points in the pit stops? Let's have a look. Yes, we did. Both cars are in there. Excellent. So it's a fastest stop for Stroll at 2.0. Red Bull 2nd with a 2.19. Then AlphaTauri in 3rd. Ferrari 4th and 6th. McLaren in 5th and 10th. The second Red Bull all the way down in 8th place, sandwiched by the 2 Astons. So good points for AlphaTauri tonight. Standings look like that, 158 to 155. The gap just 3 points now between those two in the top of the standings. And McLaren are 100 points behind AlphaTauri already. So that is a fair old gap. Ferrari also now move level with McLaren on points. Just have a maybe less. No, they've got more faster pit stops. And they've got a quicker overall time. So I'm not quite sure why they're in 4th and McLaren are in 3rd. A bit odd. They see Mercedes in 5th. No change to them. We do close them down a bit. We're just 4 points behind Mercedes now, thanks to those points we scored, and nobody else picked up points. There is the problems, a stuck wheel nut and another stuck wheel nut. So, yeah, not great first stops. Not a great second stop there with a wing change. But then we had a 2.4 on Embry's second stop and a 2.3 for Donna's third stop. So, not too bad. Report cards. 8 and 6 going forward. 8 and 7 in defence for Donna. And Embry 9 and 8 and 3 and 8. Not very good defending today. We did get some experience for Anne. She had a run out in FP1. as far as the sponsors go, well, we didn't get into Q3, but we did get the fastest lap. That helps cover off most of the money that we lost in the guarantees, because we didn't get the position gain or the quali streak or the finish position or both cars into Q2 or one car in 12. Dear. No, that's not spare rear wing. That is the second rear wing, which we ended up putting on Embry's car on the Saturday, and spare front wing, which has already been used because we broke the first one, and gets an extra point in her overall. That's good. And we've got a new ATR period, so we'll be sorting that. I've got a few parts that have been failed and need to be replaced. Side pods, we don't have a replacement side pod yet. We will have one in 2 days, so we won't need to change that just yet. Is there anything else that needs to be changed? No. Looking at Embry's car, the chassis failed. Again, we don't have a spare chassis yet, or a spare side pod, but we will have one just in time, I think. Underfloor has failed. We can put a spare one on there. And suspension's at high risk. Let's see. Chassis. 4 days to go on that. And then 17 days. Ooh. We will have 2 side pods ready, though. So that's good. That is good. Right. Better put a suspension in manufacturing. Let's go with 2. It's going to be a while until the new ones are ready to even be built, let alone put on the car. Let's get this new suspension going, despite the fact that we can't really do much. Can't afford to go intense on this, but that's fine. Let's put half of our hours into this. Okay, let's take more drag off the car. Let's improve brake cooling a bit more. Improve the front airflow a little bit. Now we'll strip a little bit of weight. There we go. And can I afford intense? No, I can't. I didn't think I could. All right, so 40 days. These are going to take 8 days each, maybe 7 days each to build. I think, or is it 10 days? Which would be reduced to 9. If we work on the assumption it's going to take 9 days to build, it's going to be 18 just to get 2. So let's target Silverstone. Let's put 2 engineers on. And then we've got a little bit of cover, just in case we have a fire in the design center, which we haven't had yet, even though the factory's burnt down and we've had problems with the wind tunnel. Maybe someone's going to hack into our CFD system. Who knows? Maybe a sinkhole will open up underneath the factory, the headquarters, and the whole facilities will just drop into the earth. I don't know. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong, it seems, this season. Yeah, confirm that. We've got enough money to get another part going as well. Let's see. Get another front wing into production. So, can't afford a front wing. Never mind. No point really designing a new chassis when we're building, the current spec. So we'll just hang on to that cash then. In fact, actually, maybe we could do a little bit of research. We'll hang on to the hours for now. Can I even afford a research project? Yes, I can. Let me check, actually. We're about to get some more cash in a day. So we'll wait. Let's advance time. Hey, it's a new month. We've got 5.3 mil. That's enough to get another part or two started. So our car development looks like that. Acceleration has gone down a little bit. Cooling has gone down a little bit compared to the rest of the grid, but we have gained in a few other areas, as you can see. Still low confidence. Disappointed again. Hasn't slipped into lost confidence yet, so we still got a chance to keep them relatively happy. Drivers, how did they improve? 2 points in braking. Okay, that's a good start for Embry. A point in accuracy for Donna. Is that all? And Anne got a point in braking, a point in smoothness, a point in adaptability, and a point in reactions. So a good month for Anne. Looking at the rest of the grids, April saw Alfa Romeo put an update on their suspension simulator. And Ferrari say it's going great. Yeah, they're doing well compared to the last season, so let's sort out our pit crew for the month of May. Where's the fatigue? That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Probably get away with that. Yeah, I can. What about that? Yeah, I can get away with that too. Nice. So we'll put in. Actually, let's do it here. Here's where we'll have a day of car building. Then we'll have a day of drill training. Actually, I'm just going to go with a morning of drill training. There we go. And then when we come back, we can go into our normal drill and speed training the rest of the month. Go. So we're hovering around the 2.49 second mark on the pit stops. We have reduced our chances of mistake down to just under 11%. That's not bad because we were at 16% at the start of the year. So we pulled that down. And car building has dipped below 80%, but we are just managing it a little bit better again. Yeah, those stat numbers are definitely improving, up in the mid to high 60s now. That's good to see. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. make extra wings. Just have to hope I don't damage a rear wing. Nothing else is going to be ready in time. I don't have the final slot yet. All right, continuing. I think we'll go with that. So 45 days. That'll be ready for Silverstone as well. Gonna go the one engineer on that. And I've got 3 mil left, so let's get a couple of research projects going. So let's do a chassis. Let's bump the cooling and the airflow a little bit like that. And side pods. Again, we'll bump the cooling and the airflow. There we go. Donna has low morale. Well, we have a plan for that. There we go. Moving on. There's the refurb on the memorabilia room. Front wings are done. We can now fit that to both cars and have a spare for each car as well. Fit the new side pods to both cars. The new underfloor to both cars. Fit the new side pod to Donna. Yeah, I've got 2 suspensions coming good. I'm going to need more suspensions. When does that next chassis come? Too far away. Still 7 days away. Okay. What I may as well do is put a rear wing into production because we don't have any spares right now. Let's get 2 of those done. And that way, if we do end up breaking one during the race, at least we'll have a spare before the next Grand Prix. Just. Okay, and that, I think, is that. Let's take a quick look at what those new parts have done. So we have a little offset between the 2 cars again. Nothing too drastic. But now, now our car is starting to cook. With those new parts, we are now top in speed. Top in medium and low speed, 3rd in high speed, top in dirty air, and we've got the lightest car on the grid. So those upgrades have definitely worked. Let's dive into a little bit more detail. So Red Bull at the moment easily got the best acceleration. They're very strong in the downforce. Speed, they're 18th, and they're one of the slowest cars on the grid. What's the difference in top speed? In actuality, it's about 0.6 of a kilometre, 0.61 kilometres. That's not a massive amount. DRS, first to stick. Okay. Let's take a look at McLaren. They've been cooking recently. A little bit faster in a straight line than Red Bull, but not by much. Let's see. High speed downforce, they are 15th. And they're only 0.04 G behind. So, yeah, again, these numbers look amazing, but the gaps aren't that big in reality, which is a bit of a shame. But, I mean, the car is definitely going in the right direction. We are gaining performance. If we can just squeeze a little bit more out of our drivers, then we should be good. This is what I was saying about their control ratings. Look at the control. Oh, wait, whoa. Why is that 68? Oh, wow. They must have had marketing or whatever, sponsorship obligations that's dropped their control ratings down. That is ridiculously low. Their control ratings were in the 90s. So they've obviously got sponsorship obligations that are hurting them. Maybe that's why they're making mistakes. That's a big loss of points. We say that they're losing 25 points because I think it was 90 and 93. Yeah, add 25 points on. That's how much we lose for driver appearances and stuff at weekends. You know, the sponsor obligation that lowers their control rating. 25 points, that's a lot. It's an awful lot. Okay, things to be wary of. Wish we'd actually see a highlight on that to show it being low. You know, for that period. Check our calendar. Yeah, look at that, look. Driver obligation, driver media appearance, that has lowered our our control rating by 25 points for this week. Ouch. They will struggle a little bit for control. But that should be back to normal in time for Monaco. Thank fuck. Last thing I want is him to go to Monaco with no control. That would be just a disaster waiting to happen. Still can't quite get over this. 25 points that we lose. That's a lot. Weather's going to be good for Imola. It's going to be quite warm on race day, so that could make tyre wear a bit of an issue. With our drivers having smoothness ratings in the 70s, Might be two-stopping that one. We'll see. But that is Monday's race. Interesting first week of Season 7. It's not been a good week, I think it's fair to say. We've had all sorts of problems with getting the right driver lineup, with inconsistency, with big losses in confidence. Right, one other thing I want to do before I forget. I want to have a look at their previous driver pairings. Previous engineer pairings. I want to see who is worth looking at scouting there. So, how many scouts do I have right now? 2. Let's hire some more scouts. And let's look at scouting their former race engineers. So Alan is one. We're going to do some scouting on him. Who else? Jeff, Mark, and obviously Pierre. She got great affinity now with Pierre. That's good. So nope. We'll get it right in the end. There we go. Oh wow, yeah, not great ratings. And let's take a look at Embry's previous engineers. Wow, she's had quite a few. Danielle Rossi, Miguel Fabra, Arnold Scholli. Probably butchering a couple of those names. There's Miguel. There's Arno. Rat Scouts. So we'll mark him. I did see Pedro Matos up here. I can't bookmark him. Am I out of bookmarks already? Shouldn't be. Where is he? No, it's Pro Rivera. Danielle Rossi, that's one I need to scout out. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is, Pedro Matos. Who else did I need to look at? Finn McPherson. And Miguel Fabra. Got Miguel being scouted. Where's Finn? There's Finn. Finn's only 33. All right, okay. So, potential candidate for the future. Yeah, there we go. Interesting week. Very interesting week. Very difficult week. I think next week we will hopefully start to see an upturn in performance. Now that the car is starting to look where it should be, and our drivers are starting to get some time in a properly refurbished level 5 simulator, we should hopefully start to see a challenge for points more consistently. We do need to start scoring points, as we are struggling at the moment. We're certainly not going to get the long-term objective done this year, which is to finish as Premier League, as Constructors Champions. But we are definitely in contention for finishing in 7th. At the moment, 7th is AlphaTauri on 30 points. If we give them too much of a head start, it's going to be difficult to pull them back. So we have to start scoring soon. We've got more parts to come. Still got a few more parts to come, I think. Hopefully they'll do the job at Imola. I'm kind of looking forward to Imola. I'm also dreading Imola because it could go well. It could go horribly. If we don't have the performance that I'm hoping we're going to have, I think we might end up getting sacked. Because by the time we can get the drivers to where they're consistently scoring points, it might be too late. We might have already lost. Board might have already lost all confidence in us. We've had 5 races, and the board are disappointed with every single one of those results. Things do need to turn around quickly. We've avoided the sack every single season that we played, but this time might be the one. Who knows? So I'll be back on Monday at the usual time with round 6 at Imola. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Monaco Grand Prix this weekend. I shall definitely be watching that, hoping that we see a strong result for Ferrari or Mercedes. They both look very strong today. Charles Leclerc in particular looked very strong in second practice. So fingers crossed Red Bull are going to struggle there and we can actually get another non-Red Bull win and really liven up this season. And until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.